Friends and family, I just want to publicly and formally announce that I am now a billionaire, and it feels awesome. It feels fantastic. It feels phenomenal. And the reason is because my family and I, we just traveled multiple flights, multiple layovers, and multiple transfers to get to here in Korea, where the exchange rate is $1 to 1,100 Korean won. So it doesn't take a significant amount to be a billionaire here in Korea, but nevertheless, I am. And it got me thinking not so much just about the currency and exchange rate for different countries, but more importantly, the currency and the value that we give in assessing a person's worth. You see, we get twisted and we get confused when we associate our net worth with our self-worth. One is extrinsic and one is intrinsic. See, our net worth is something that's defined by something that's outside of us, something that is extrinsic. But what's more important is that our self-worth is something that's intrinsic, something that God has given us, something that God's instilled within us, that we have value. And see, many times I hear friends and family, including myself, I may be deceived that we want to pursue certain things. We want to pursue an education. We want to pursue a title. We want to pursue fame. We want to pursue significance. We want to pursue a large bank account. But those are all things that are outside of us, and they don't reflect truly the self-worth of an individual. They reflect the net worth and what a person has accomplished, but that does not indicate the quality or the character or the true foundation of a person. You see, the deception lies in that when we try to find something outside of us to define our worth, we are achieving to be happy as opposed to happily achieving. And there's a big difference. When we are happily achieving, that means we understand our worth, we understand who we are, we understand that we are loved, that we are cherished, that we are beloved. And because of that, out of that love, out of that desire, out of that comfort, out of that security, we can continue to pursue our passions, knowing that our self-worth, who we are as individuals, will never change. So many times I hear my friends say, Tom, if I could just make $1 million, or if I can make 10 million or 100 million or $1 billion, whatever that amount is, and it's not bad. We can pursue both intrinsic value and extrinsic value. There's nothing wrong with that. But so many times we get confused and we put the focus on the outside first. We think about making $1 million. And what I remind them is that, brother or sister, you are already worth more than $1 million. You're worth more than $10 million. The chemicals, the hormones that we have in our body to produce medically would be worth millions. How much would you give for your right eye or the ability to see? How much would you give for your right arm? You see, if you asked me today, Tom, I'll give you $100 million for your kids. I wouldn't even blink. It wouldn't even be a decision. I'd give you $200 million for your relationship and your marriage with your wife. No, absolutely not. See, those are things that are more valuable to me and to us than money. And so many times we could get deceived. Money is just paper. Money is just a number. It's just an exchange of values, something that we give meaning to. But I would not trade all the money in the world for not being able to witness my son winning his speech contest. I would not trade all the money in the world for not witnessing the birth of my children. You see, the relationship that I have with my wife, the friendship that we have, the magic moments, the memories that we have together are worth billions. And I would never, ever, ever replace that. But yet then I remind myself, why is it, Tom, that you spend so much time and energy and focus sometimes outside of that? Why is it, Tom, that you sometimes get twisted and forget? There are things that money cannot buy. There are things that it does not matter what your net worth is or how much money you have in your bank account. There are things in life that are so much more important. The relationships, the intrinsic value that we have. It's so key to remember that man made the money and money never made the man. And so my encouragement today for myself and for all of us is that let us not get confused with our net worth and our self-worth. Let's not get those two tied together. Our net worth can vary, but our self-worth will never go away. It'll never change. See, God created us. The psalmist says that he knit us together while we were in our mother's womb, that he fearfully and wonderfully made us, that we are loved, that we are cherished, that we are beloved, that we are wise, that we are sons and daughters of the Most High, that we have an inheritance, that God is for us and not against us, that we have the ability to manifest, that we have the ability to think, that we have the ability to create, that we had ability to love and serve and contribute and help others. That's where our worth comes from. And let's not get confused. Let's not get confused. So I encourage you, if you don't feel like a millionaire today, if you don't feel like a billionaire today, it's because you're using the wrong currency. Let your currency not be a Korean won or US dollars or euros or the British pound or the Japanese yen, but instead let your currency be a currency of love, be a currency of contribution, be a currency of richness, be a currency of gratitude, be a currency of laughter, be a currency of playfulness. And when you change your currency, you can realize that you can be a billionaire, and you already are a billionaire in the first place. God bless.